Hello class 11, welcome to the online classes of Vidya Bhavan School. As this is a very fast class, today I just want to introduce you the very new topic what you are going to read, because up to class 10 we will not get this subject. So the students and you all must know that why you are reading, and what about the syllabus of this particular subject, and why education is a little bit interesting topic. Let me first tell you about the books what you must go through. In our school, we generally follow Kalidas Hajra. This book I will show you the first page. New Education and its Aspect, Professor Kalidas Hajra. We used to follow this book. I think you can see it properly. So the thing is, many topics are being discussed in this book. Now many more books are also there, like Sunita Sen book, the board book is there, but it is too vast. The syllabus is not so vast as it is being presented over there. And Archana Singh is there, and then many books are there. But the thing is, it is better, as I go through the books, I have seen that Professor Kalidas Hajra, it's a very new, very few years it has been published. So and before the last year it was in a single volume, but now in the market two different volumes of class 11 and 12 is available. So I would prefer those who are taking the particular subject, they must buy both the books of class 11 and 12, because at the time of class 12 there will be a huge crisis of the book, because nowadays in our department we are, means it's a part of our discussion that how good the quality of the book is. So the publisher is the Shoma Book Agency. As you can see, Shoma Book Agency, New Education and its Aspect, Professor Kalidas Hajra. Volume 11 and Volume 12 both are available. Now, first let me tell you that why you are reading this particular subject. Now, education is, we all know, educating ourselves and developing ourselves means education, isn't it? And here in because as you are learning in the just the basic part in class 11, we will learn about how a child used to develop from his infant stage to the adulthood, and then what is education, what is its inner meaning, and why we are going through these chapters, what are the different developmental stage, and then different types of sensation, perception, and what are the bodily aspects which are indirectly or directly dependent on education, means how we are growing, what are the topics we are discussing over here. We will see that different process of learning, different growth and development, and finally at the end of the chapter we will go through a little bit of historical portion, that is the history and the life and the contribution of the great educators like Ravindranath, Vivekananda, Vidyasagar, that we have already read in our previous classes. You will get a good similarity with history. So this is all about the introductory part. Now briefly I will go through the chapters. First we will read the significance of education. Second chapter will be aim of education. Aim of education, there is a traditional concept and modern concept of education that you will get. And then we will see in the third chapter we will see the different features which are involved with the educational system. As we know that the school, the teachers, the students and the curriculum, they all are closely related, they are interconnected and intercorrelated with each other. And we will go through details that what should be the characteristic feature of a teacher, and what good qualities should teachers have, and what should be the conditions of a good school, and all details about the students and the curriculum. Side by side, in the 5th chapter, we will read about curriculum, means what should be the curriculum and how it is being constructed. Next is co-curricular activity, nowadays which has become an integral part of education, you know, because co-curricular activity are some refreshment, and moreover it is not only a refreshment, it is giving some extra energy, extra power, extra capacity to the students, so that they can explore their own capacity which is hidden inside through co-curricular activity. Next, chapter 7, we are going through environment. And next is forms of education. Now you see, education is not only the thing what you are reading in school and what you are getting from your tutor and through your online classes. It is an all-round development, and thus depending on the different features of education, we have divided the main education into 3 different forms. Sorry, they are formal, informal and non-formal. We will go through that in details. Next is educational psychology, that we will get in chapter 9. So educational psychology means psychology, we all understand in brief, if we discuss that it is something that is expressing the condition of the mind of a person. So when you are educating your student, when one children is getting education, the teacher and the students must know the psychological condition of both of them, because unless and until the teacher understands the psychology of the student, they are unable to explain it according to their need or requirement, isn't it? So when you are reading education, it is very essential to understand a little bit of psychology. So that we will do in our 9th chapter. 10th chapter, we will discuss about the growth and development. Here different stages of life are being discussed, and generally we think that growth and development is same, but it is a little bit different. One is different to the other. So we will go through the chapter, and finally in this chapter we will read about different stages of life, that is infancy, childhood, adolescence, adulthood, and finally at the end stage of the life. These different stages we will read. Next, different types of mental process we will know. Over there, sensation, perception and concept we will read. And finally the historical part from 13, 14 and 15. These 3 topics we will go through about the historical background of Indian education, how it has developed from British regime to our Indian when Indian got freedom, general and slow development of education in India, and how the Indian freedom fighters, they were also deeply interested in the education of Indian people, that we will read. And finally at the 5th chapter 15, we will get the educational contribution of different great educators. There are Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, Rabindranath Tagore and Mahatma Gandhi and Swami Vivekananda. So this is all about your syllabus, and at the end of the session, you know that your marks is divided into 80 plus 20 marks. Practical file you have to make, that we will discuss later on. It's very interesting, and you will go through that. I will discuss it on the later on in the later classes. Thank you very much.